Guys, what we're looking at today, we're going to look at DAZE of SUMMER, the love beer from O'Fallon. This is one from Jolson. Bottle cap looks something like this. I noticed there was a lot of shit on the bottom of this one. Being told that it's just, junk, shit. I didn't like shake it or anything. I'm not trying to avoid getting it though. It smells really citrusy. You can see all the crap floating around in there. Cheers. Yeah, almost an orange and lemon blend, and you can't miss the. Well, you can if the camera doesn't focus. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, stuff floating around in there. Almost. Got some packages in today. Salty Shellback decided to restock the microwave pork rind collection. Thank you, my friend. I think I've got 2 bags left from the other batch. Then I got a package in from NIHAP and Mrs. NIHAP. I have evidently something I'm supposed to take 5 or 10 in the morning, and spearmint, that's why it tastes like that. And you more Shackley. 2 more clips for the Garand, and your little lovely pillow care package, yellow dot for 762 by 54R, which means the Dragunov can eat. And then, oh my God, to quote Mario Mosen, oh my God. Dalwhinnie? Highland Single Malt Scotch Whiskey. Double matured. That's in the wrong man cave. And 43%. And Scotsman, you'll be real happy to know that it is spelt properly. So, yeah, I was going to announce that I'm going to be laying off the juice, but I can't do that now. I mean, at least for this video. Oh yeah, and it's a cork. We'll just get that in the ready category. Okay, let's see. A few people missed, and normally I don't go back, but Jolson missed out on the 200 Ale Club, and he's not funny. Jeremy, the Benelli is king, period. People can argue the point, but until you shoot and own and take apart one, you can't speak. The way they function and feel, the smoothness of the Italian-made parts is unmatched by any company thus this far. Want to buy an M4? Haha. Asshole. Let's see, also, cheers, Ed. This 200 Ale is for you. Guess I missed 200 Ale Club, but still cheers. I'm all ready for for today's club meeting. Okay. Salty Shellback. Last. Salty Shellback, you even missed out on that one. Stephen Hobson Led, I Heart Club, I'm already drinking. That was the last comment. First on Pool Time Ale is the real Cobra Burnout. And I want to say congratulations to his 10,000 sub giveaway. I thoroughly apologize, my friend. I need to write shit down because I always remember what I was supposed to do when the wrong video comes up, like yours announcing the winners. And oh, damn it. He used a cool, like, random generator that was a spinny wheel, looking like it was from the Wheel of Fortune, and it was all but stopped on my name. And you have no idea, I actually really wanted that flag. I can't really afford to get a $100 flag right now, but that's kind of a curse with all of those flags. They all get all wrapped up, and this one specifically has a design on it that keeps that from happening. But congrats to both of his winners. Actually, I gotta go back and make sure I'm subbed to the second guy. Rocco Burnout says, first he says first, then he says second, and then he says third. Then J-Dog says that he's here from work. Then Matt Davis, just going with it, says fifth. I carry one. Present. In other words, loitering. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Always glad you're here. Rich, present. Now sleep. Cheers, brother. Thank you. Gunwild 1, 8th or so, bitches. Gunwild, actually 6th, bitches. Locked in gold, silver, and bronze for this one. Yeah, Cobra. Gunwild, 6th actually isn't bad for a video that went live an hour ago. No, not at all. I don't know what happened. Well, it was fairly late. I didn't get an opportunity. I don't want a video uploading during any of the Spreaker shows because I just don't want the internet getting really bamboozled. J-Dog Pre-Dawn asked me if I wanted to buy it after I shot the M4. Yeah, I think he just likes to tickle the pickle. Crazy Scotsman, top 10 fuckers. Crazy Scotsman. Oh, Scotsman! Evidently your little speech about watching all of the brew reviews must have been effective. I noticed that the time went from like 23 or 25 minutes almost up to 40 minutes is an average watch time. Again, first I start by thanking you guys, and then I finish by saying, what is wrong with you people? Don't you have a life? I'm serious. The brew review is what it is. And, you know, I know people, like, for instance, Johnny Watson. Where are we? He's still watching for about another minute and 20. Scotsman, had a guy at work last week yelling at a woman coworker. Needless to say, we had a few words and it ended real fast. Crazy Scotsman, here for veterans anytime. I actually have a unique project I'm working on releasing details soon. Can't wait to hear about it. Scotsman, pit bulls have a mean streak inside, but it's usually brought out by the owner. Most dogs do. Any dog can be trained well or trained bad. I have trained many dogs over the years. All were extremely well behaved. Oh, excuse me. Miss Sharky. Crazy Scotsman, Jack is back up thanks to a good brother helping out. And he's got the link. It's a GoFundMe. Okay. So far he's raised 400 of the 1,000. That's excellent. I will I will be sharing all that when we are done doing all of this. Thank you, Scotsman. And I'm sure that's what we're going to have to do. John must not ever see this because I have the 8 months of tack packs, and I want to do something like this for Mr. Holster. Well, while we wait for PayPal to stop collecting the interest off of our money, Scotsman, have one box put together for you. Have at least one more in the works. Probably go out at the end of the week. Hashtag support our favorite brew review channel. Thanks. Thank you, Scotsman. Hashtag be like Ed, Scotsman. Scotsman, whiskey. Okay, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Ooh, it's a real cork. Not that simulated, whatever that shit is. Almost looks like rubber. Nyhap? Mrs. Nyhap? Thank you. It's got some pretty rich, bold flavors to it, and it's surprisingly smooth. Excellent. Thank you very much. Pernicious, walk softly and carry a big cowbell. Unfortunately, I have to tell you that this is suppressed for this video for the same reason it was last Saturday, and I'm pretty sure I can say, unless something changes moving forward, the cowbell would be not happening on a Saturday due to the fact that over, actually about 5 feet that way, the Ms. Ebomey, a quickie with Ms. B, is going down. My hollow point. For some reason, Rudy was an asshole. Bit 11 people. Hashtag be like a honey badger. See now, Chuck, I don't have, there was no like personal slam or anything there. That's fine. That's fine. You know, have yourself a little cocktail and get off the snark box. I appreciate it. As you well know, I'm extremely sorry for the loss. I know Rudy was definitely a part of that family, and well, I think there's kind of probably a little clue as to why Rudy was an asshole. Chuck. God damn it, you just can't figure it out. I'm sure he probably did. I'm sure there's some sarcasm there. Joey Cuz here and going to work now. That's gay. 9 hours ago. Yep, that was about right. Joey, I'm not that big into hot sauces, but what I do like is when it has good flavor. There are too many that bring out the melt your ass heat and no taste. Like when we were at Clyde Iron and we had those ghost pepper wings. Actually, I think those were Reaper wings, Joey. They were good, and my asshole never been the same since, or maybe from something else. Yeah. I brought the Satan sauce with me for breakfast this morning. I put it all over the shipwreck skillet. Joey, what's wrong with a girl with tattoo sleeve? They're all pink and wet on the inside, so does it really matter? Smile Money, I am here. Jolson, this video will not be getting more cowbell. Jolson, Black Mamba, Bloody Mary. Now that has a possibility. That does. It does have a possibility. Jolson, now try the Black Mamba on camera. Smile Money. Building a Hello Kitty AR would be a bridge too far, in my humble opinion, but they are out there. Yes. And what about the Glock done up to look just like a Nintendo gun? Jolson, Odinworks has released their line of mufflers. Everyone should go to their video and demand to see a review from Eric. Laugh out loud. Yeah, except for it would be what, at least a year from now? Smile Money, imagine you are upset because YouTube will not allow you to steal naked women photos and exploit them for your enjoyment. Wait until the photographers start hooking up with YouTube like the music companies and start getting copyright violations out the wazoo. No, I'm sure it's a possibility. Yeah, exactly right, 27. Steven, the new Hot Ones, they add extra to every wing. Nice. We'll see who did it the first time and wants to come back. Smile Money, pit bulls are bred for fighting. Well,
fake news, fake news, fake news.
Yes, you can train them, but they have the power and bite strength. They do not need to be aggressive to get you in trouble. Please still come to your house when your dog defends itself. People ask me if my old lab bites. I always respond, she has teeth. Yeah, that's pretty much an open-ended answer, but probably the most appropriate one. Jolson, Colt hasn't been able to sell ARs for years for multiple reasons. One, way overpriced for what you get. Two, you have to be a brick and mortar dealer that orders over 20K in Colt products each year, or they won't deal with you. Benelli is the same way. They won't deal with the little dealers because they aren't worthy of their products. Well, that is lame. Steven, those eyes have seen a lot of love. You mean facials? That's exactly. Wow, there's sub-comments up the ass. Smile Money, my mother's chihuahua used to bite me all the time. Then I would tease him and laugh when he did. One bite and clamp from a pit bull, and the difference will impress you more than Joey having junk placed on his shoulder. I don't know what you and 27 sub-comments are, but we don't have all night, so I'm moving on. Sorry. Smile Money. So the armed services are not going to take our firearms, but they will put us in the ovens? I believe that is conflicting beliefs. Actually, I have no idea what you're talking about because I don't know about the armed services. I know I made the UN. They're trying to bring the UN in here, and I personally think that if that's the case, then don't be a jerk if it actually doesn't take place. When I say being ushered into the oven, I am talking about our government. Hitler, Stalin. You pick the. I mean, why is it so hard for so many people to not see how easily history repeats itself? Just saying. I agree, 27. Stephen with a long ass link. Whoa, excuse me. Beto O'Rourke campaigns in Colorado. Hell no, pro-gun mother confronts Beto and talks about his criminal past to his face. Well, that audience was undoubtedly stacked with Beto supporters, so I can only imagine what that poor woman must go through. I'll watch that later. Stephen, you and Gunwell can do like what me and Brad do with the brew reviews. Video chat while reviewing the cigar each on each other's channel. That is true. 27. Definitely need the love that tat that you decide to ink on. The Panther. 27 again. If you want Hello Kitty on your AR, go ahead and do it. Yeah. Well, me not honestly, not so much. What is going down here? Ooh, that last little bit consisted of a lot of the shizat from the bottom of the bottle. Definitely a lot more tart than the top. Not bad though. The one thing is I have no idea what style this is supposed to be. I'm getting more of an ale, but it does have a little bit of a. It does have a little bit of an IPA kind of presence to it, but not that much. Gunwild, a good friend of mine has 2 pit bulls, and both are afraid of their own shadows. Pit bulls have to be trained to be mean. Well, that's what I assumed. Jose PhD 27, Mr. 27 is here finally. Thank you, Mr. 27. Mr. 27 again. That Mr. Brown sounds like a good guy for doing that. Yes, he is. And I never did hear from him today. Thought I was going to end up going over and doing some fix-it shit for him. I'll have to get in contact maybe tomorrow. Mr. 27. Shall not be infringed equals you can have whatever gun you want and as much ammo as you feel like buying. If you want 1,000-round magazines, go ahead. Exactly. I couldn't agree more. That's why, you know, when people when these little newsette anchors are saying the high-powered AR-15, I'm like, grow a fucking brain, you dumb bitch. Evidently someone needs to take you to the gun range, because I'd be happy to clear that up with you. Hold my beer and watch this. But, you know, all these scenarios where they go into someone's house and, you know, they say they found swastikas on the walls, and, you know, just like down here, they're everywhere, if you can see. And they found thousands and thousands of rounds of ammo. And when I hear that, I'm not going, oof, what a maniac. I'm like, really? That guy's fucking awesome. Thousands of rounds of ammo? Wish I had thousands of rounds of ammo. Actually, I noticed on a few calibers I'm really not doing that badly at this moment in time. But trust me, I could wipe all that shit out in a Saturday and a Sunday. Yeah, I don't. Oh, and an update, because everybody is always like, "Did you get a chance to go shooting?" Smile money. It has rained all day today. The weather for tomorrow looks like more of the same. So if I actually want to shoot, I'd have to go up to dead on, which means it's a $100 bill. The only one I know that they'll give me a pass on is the Garand, but I can't do it. Honestly, I can't do it. I did a side job, and I thought for once I was going to be getting ahead, and it never works out that way, does it? On the plus side, my deplorables, you know, because I've been sending updates, I spent a majority of the day up at Sam's shop. My God, that if you ever see this, Jody, Samantha's boss and the owner of the facility, what a tight ship he has. The toolboxes are all put away as soon as you're done with them. There wasn't a spot. I was watching Sam clean the floor today. When I arrived, she was just dropping a transmission out of a Subaru. It wasn't a Legacy. A Legacy's the car. This is like the one that's sort of somewhere in between on that. I don't remember what it was. She's dropping the tranny out of it, and of course, you know, the fluid was mostly going in the collector, but when you start to move the transmission, I mean, I gave her a hand moving it down and lifting it off of the jack, and it's like, she's like, well, I got to make sure I get that picked up. Even though Jody's racing this weekend down in Ashland, if anybody else stops up here, they'll rat me out for leaving the place a mess. You know, it's like, first she picked up and wiped up the big debris, and then she threw detergent cleaner onto the floor, scrubbed that in, rinsed or shot some water onto the floor, and then squeegeed it all out the front door so the environmentalists would have something to bitch about. And then whoever did the concrete pour on the facility did an awesome job. It's just really clean and really smooth, well lit. It's hats off. I mean, trust me, the garage that I'm associated with, that I work in and do all the maintenance in there for them, you can't walk through there in a gray shirt without turning it black. And this place, just absolutely. Sam, if you show this shit to Jody, I cheers you, my friend. The condition for which you keep your facility and the expectations that you have of your employees, absolutely top notch. And of course, you deplorables, I sent pictures. A 69 Boss Mustang, a 65 convertible Mustang. I think that's I don't know, I can't remember what year the STI is, but oh, that's like my dream car. Sam's like, I know the owner of this car. Do you want me to make a phone call and see if it's okay if you take it for a ride? And I'm like, no, I don't know, but I am gonna start it and listen to it. Twin turbo STI. The guy that owns this is a single. Pays almost nothing for the house that he's in because it belongs to a friend, and his friend's like, I'd rather you were here and making sure that nobody is doing any damage to the place. So, you know, would $200 a month be fair? Holy shit. So basically he's a bachelor that makes way good money on any one of the 3 jobs that he does, and then combine them. So this particular STI is one of 5 or 6 cars that he has, and he primarily uses it for track racing. But he hasn't upped the ante to putting it on a trailer and towing it to the race. He drives it up there, swaps out the tires for the race tires, and because when Sam fixed several things on the Toyota, and then said there's a whole lot of things that are unfixable. You need to get rid of this. She took all of my tires off of all of my rims and polished them out and put bead sealer to see if we could stop them from leaking out every 48 hours in the winter. And I asked her, I said, so what's the most nerve-wracking rims that you've had to put tires onto? And she goes, probably Tom's STI race rims. They're very expensive. It's like they're over $500 and something a rim plus the rubber. And she's like, yeah, it gets a little sketchy when you're running the tire machine on something that expensive. So What else was in there? Would it be a 70s, early 70s, the more square Ford Bronco? You know, these things are going for, these things are in the $100,000 range. The one that they have up in their shop right now is sitting on over $10,000 in suspension parts. Well, yeah, that's one thing she really loves. She came from a Toyota dealership, which they pretty much only exclusively did Toyotas, and now, as you can heard from that rundown, the only Toyota she's worked on in quite a while was mine. Thank you, Sam, and it was fun hanging out in the garage, watching my daughter turn wrenches. Now, honestly, I went back in time. I never saw that coming, but it is so awesome to know that that my kids right now are both doing things that they're passionate about. Gunwild? No, I didn't make the 200 Ale Club on the last review. I was making the video for Frontline Cigars and didn't see the notification. Oh well. Man Cave Matt. See, my scope brand starts with B and matches with blue. Vortex would be Clash. Man Cave Matt, I suppose if we ever hear you were found with your neck slashed, it was not murder, it was just a drunken attempt to... I've accidentally killed myself when I was putting my neck knife away. Man Cave Matt again, I have fun on YouTube. Where else can I drink within walking distance of my house? And we've only got one comment left. David Brown, need to punch some paper. Get me a gunpowder facial. DAZE. Ooh, DAZE of Summer from a Fallen. We love beer. You know what's actually coming out more is almost more of the peel kind of flavors of the orange, and not really the citrus part. Oh, excuse me, Miss Sharkey. Oh, excuse me. What does it say? A malt beverage with natural flavor and artificial color. Oh, Fallen Brewery, St. Louis County, Maryland Heights, Missouri. It's drinkable. There's one more. I'll probably have that yet today. I'm gonna give it a 7. It was drinkable. It was good. It wasn't over the kill awesome. Oh, my dick fell. Son of a bitch. Hey, that's okay. I got another dick. Oh, I don't need another dick. Why am I panicking? As we move on to the 200 Ale Club. I mean, when you watch your cock fall to the floor, it's either a good thing or it's a bad thing, depending on perspective of what's taking place in between point A and point B, really. 200 Ale, in the 200 Ale, and I have it on official word that the double 200 Ale has been released. And in case you were concerned about what's going down here, my in-house firearm is the SIG P220. Yes, Jolson, I think yours is much more beautiful. Underneath all these scales and the G10 grips is the same firearm. I got different sights than his does. This is the same firearm underneath here as Jolson's. His is all beautiful stainless steel with the fucking absolutely fantastic rosewood grips. This one, on the other hand, is the one that I purchased from Ed. So it's gonna stay like this for me probably until the day I die. But if I did change the way it looks at all, I would have Jay out of Elite Ammunition probably bead blast it and make it look like one of the Elites, the 220 Elite like Jolson has. Or just get another one. Okay, here we are, clicking on the Two Hearted Ale Club. 3 people, this is gonna go fast. Multi-gunman, fuck it. I'm too late to make a am I too late to make a comment? No, see, this was before the Two Hearted Ale Club, and he hadn't made a comment yet, so what he doesn't realize is that he did make it, and he's also in the Two Hearted Ale Club. J-Dog, Heart Club. Smile Money, is it too late to check in for the Two Hearted Ale Club? No, Smile Money, it is not. Okay, I mean, I you know, other than sitting here and drinking more, I don't know what else we could possibly say. Again, I want to say a big thank you to Salty Shellback for re-upping the ante on the Lori's Bacon Curls. I know a couple of you have now tried these and thought they were a little salty, but I'm hoping that you had a bad batch, or maybe mine being not as salty was a bad batch, or our differences in sodium. But you know, I can tell you right now, with as much sodium as I have cut out of my diet, I really have been a lot more sensitive to sodium. So maybe if we both had, Mr. 27, if we both had the same bag right now, and I'm like, I don't think this is high on sodium, and you went, holy cow, is this high on sodium? Then yeah, obviously it's me. And then a big thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Nyhap for Mrs. Nyhap is trying to save me, and Nyhap is trying to kill me. And of course, Ammo. Yeah, I have to make a decision, and then to be totally honest, I just know right now I cannot afford to shoot up to Dead On tomorrow, even though I got a serious pile of shit. At a bare minimum, at an absolute bare minimum, I sit with the Mosin and the new Boyd stock. I so desperately want to shoot that, but I don't want to shoot it as badly as I want to shoot the Garand. So, okay, we've killed enough more time, so I'm going to click the button, hit the Stalker Steve button just one time, and then I am gonna say goodbye to you guys. And since Stalker Steve wasn't here, I will at least say what he says and play nice. Cheers, guys.